What is up, New World? Just Game Master Coaching here, plopping out another New World video for you guys. Today I wanted to run over the new visual updates as well as some of the new stuff that I've been seeing with leveling and crafting, and then just an all-around show and tell of what's happening on the PTR right now with the Halloween update and everything like that. Right now it's actually incredible. The visual update for Monarch's Bluffs, they did a fantastic job when it comes to making a new city that looks unique. This place looks absolutely incredible. They did a really good job with it. Everfall looks absolutely amazing as well. They did a very good job here. It looks completely different than Monarch's Bluffs and a lot of the other cities. It's all bricked out. The houses look different, you know, like all this stuff has gotten a visual overhaul. It's very nice, especially I could imagine for the people who have bought the houses out here. They're gonna have a good fun time enjoying the new look to their houses. So all in all, this update has shown me that the current state and the future state of New World is actually moving in a really good direction. Absolutely loving it. There's a lot of new load-in artwork too. That I absolutely love. It's really cool. There's just a ton of it there. I see different ones all the time now. Just makes a really cool added visual update for what the game's gonna look like. They made some really cool changes to the faction enclaves. There's 3 different enclaves now for each faction. They all have a unique feel to them. It looks really neat. Along those lines, they actually have made some different enclaves, just random, I guess, random groupings of people where near waterfalls and stuff like that look absolutely amazing as well. They've actually changed some of the quests too, the beginning quests and just the storyline in general. It's a whole lot easier to follow the storyline now. As you're going through the game, there's a lot of different interactions that happen. You'll have Isabella talking throughout your quests and stuff like that, which is just, it's so nice to actually be able to follow the quests, you know, and know what's actually happening throughout the game while you're going through it. And the overall leveling process to 60 is so much smoother and so much easier now, with the adaptions of the ability to enter dungeons just from your map, being able to go to a dungeon, find a group, and actually just go in here and grab a group has made the leveling process, especially in the earlier levels, a tremendous amount easier. And it took me about, I want to say 30 hours to get to level 60, and that was with some of the main story quests being broken. So I would say the overall time to get to 60 is probably like 25 hours with the main story quests and everything like that. Now being able to actually do multiple things at one time, so doing main story quests while being in a group finder group trying to actually get into a dungeon is all possible at the same time, and that helps with your leveling overall. It helps with doing quests. It helps with your ability to gain your crafting XP and level up your crafting. There is a lot that now in this state of the game just makes it so much easier and so much smoother to move through the game that I am so glad that they added. It helps with the ability to level up your faction rep as well, to get to max rep. There's a lot of stuff that actually benefits from the way that New World is actually set up now. Some of the devs are actually talking about having a new server that is completely fresh wipe where people can't transfer in, which I think for the state of the game is actually impeccable. It's going to make it to where people who are bored at level 60 in other servers are going to want to actually restart a character because the leveling process isn't super grueling. You can actually start selling tools and getting, I don't know, there was something that was just so fun about whenever New World first started, about the being able to be the first to get to engineering 200 or being able to sell star metal tools or whatever. And they've made it now to where as you're leveling, as you're getting to like level 30, level 45, to be able to equip these different tools, you now have the ability to craft the equivalent gear for the level that you're at. So whenever I was at level 30, I was able to craft my star metal tools and going up to orichalcum and stuff like that. So they made the crafting leveling easier and more on par with your overall level. So there's a lot of really fun stuff that's going to come with this new server and the way that the devs are actually lining up this new server. So I'm excited about that. Some of the blueprints for the stuff that you had to craft while you were leveling different things was very difficult, because to get the required resources just took so long. They just added this in the PTR, which is absolutely amazing, that you can start to create these special resources using the base material. So now it's green wood, and you can create petrified wood. You can create whisper wood with aged wood, which this is just going to speed up the ability. So the ability to actually like get your weaponsmithing up or your engineering, because now you can just go out, you can harvest aged wood, and then you can come in here and then you can just use that aged wood inside of here. With the ability to do dungeons while you're working on your crafting or your quests or your leveling, the daily bonuses on the faction actually has made a huge impact on a lot of this stuff. Being able to actually go in here whenever you're doing a dungeon to get the Starstone Barrows quest, you know, as you're leveling, stuff like that, being able to do that quest, waiting in the queue, and then having this quest and being able to turn it in allows you to upgrade your faction very quickly. Get your masterwork material convergence and stuff like that, your runes of holding for your bags, has all been made easier because of these different bonuses that they've added to the game now. Got some new pumpkin stuff up for the Halloween event, which is really neat. They've got these huge cauldrons, which is incredible. Along with this Halloween update, there is a new shop that has a bunch of different patterns, timeless shard patterns, really cool. They've got some new helmet, cosmetic, transmog stuff, some new stuff to put in your house, some new emotes, some really neat stuff that they've added with this Halloween update. The boss is absolutely amazing. It spawns on the map randomly pretty frequently, so the ability to do the event over and over again is there, which is so nice, being able to get a group going out doing the event together. This is what it looks like whenever the event spawns. It'll spawn in random locations throughout the entire Eternum, and you'll just show up there, and once you get there, you'll end up seeing this crazy boss lady that spawns a bunch of different minions around her. It gets pretty gnarly. Does a significant amount of damage, and it just takes a lot of people. Feels good to have an open world boss like this. I think it's just a preparation for the upcoming things, especially with Brimstone Sands and just what's happening out there. And then Brimstone Sands, this update was actually really cool. This entire area just looks completely different than anything else in the game right now. It's a very Roman type of area with like some weird portals that you can see like up there. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's like a circle right up there. There's like different portals that you go through. A lot of really crazy stuff. We've got like a crazy pyramid out in the distance, like a lot of really neat stuff happening in this place. It's like a giant sandy place, dunes, and like crazy pyramid. Just really neat all in all. There's also a ton of like new enemies in this Brimstone Sand area that just look really neat. Even the smaller mobs, like the scorpions and everything. It's just a really fun, fitting, like immersive experience. There's new areas that have like special events. This is a really cool thing in Brimstone Sands that I actually enjoy. It's an elite area, but it's like, I don't know, it's just like nothing that's in the game right now, where it's like this giant coliseum. It's like once you fall in, it's like it activates something, and now a gigantic boss fight, where like enemies will spawn everywhere in here, and there will be a boss in here, a bunch of these chests that you can get and stuff like that. But it's a very group reliant and group evolved thing that they're starting to add to the game, where you need a team, which I just feel like for the overall health of new world, I think that's something that it's been lacking, of like being able to get groups and actually working together to actually accomplish stuff. So it's very cool to see that they're throwing stuff in there in the game, to be able to actually get people together and work together and accomplish these different things. So honestly, Group Finder has been such a great additive to the game. Being able to queue up to a dungeon and then go out, because especially in Brimstone Sands, there's going to be a lot, and I'm going to cover it in some future videos, but there is a lot to do in Brimstone Sands, especially with the new crafting of the Heartstone and the new jewel stuff. It's just so nice to be able to actually queue up in a lobby for a dungeon, get a group going, and be able to actually go out and start farming stuff. And then there is the new dungeon, which, I don't know, just the visuals of it are really, really incredible. I just love how Amazon is putting these pieces together, to actually start making a well-rounded game, and how they're thinking about how all these different pieces are forming together now. It just seems like they have a lot better overall scope of how to make things fit together. So I'm excited for more updates too in the future. It seems like they're starting to streamline this a little bit better and have better ideas on how to make things come together. But all in all, it's an amazing update. Absolutely loving it. I'm super excited for whenever this comes out before Halloween to be able to actually hop into this, to maybe start a new server. I'll see what it feels like. If you guys want to start a new server, let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking for this update and what you guys are most excited about. I'm thinking about starting to stream again. We'll see how that goes now that I'm a little bit more settled, but I will have more videos here pretty soon. I've been working on this quite a bit, some new crafting videos to explain some of the stuff and some of the new stuff that's in Brimstone Sands, so be looking out for those. And until then, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.